Hey friends, it is Rabbi Jenny Solomon here in Raleigh, North Carolina from Beth Meyer Synagogue, here with a mincha moment. Wanted to share some wisdom from this week's Torah portion in support of our spiritual practice. So this week's Torah portion is Lekh, Lekha. It is an incredibly action-filled, drama-filled section of the Torah in which God commands Avram, he is not yet Abraham, but commands Avram to Lekh Lecha, to go to himself, for himself. It's an interesting construction of the word. Much has been said about this. But in any case, God demands that Avram leave his home, his birthplace, his father's house, everything that he knows, and go somewhere new. And in every spiritual tradition, leave-taking, retreat, going on a journey is necessary, not only for spiritual encounter, but for growth. But we also know that leave-taking is hard. And in fact, I think it might be the hardest thing we ever do. Letting go, saying goodbye, specifically saying goodbye to what we know. Because even when a situation no longer actually fits or suits us, we may feel attached to it because it's what we know. I was thinking about this past week. Our son Natan, who's 9, got a new bike. And actually it is his first new bike because the only bike he has known is a bike that literally he learned to ride as a preschooler. And it is appropriately sized for a preschooler, not for a 4th grader. But he just wouldn't give it up. It was comfortable. It was what he knew. And even though his brother was leaving him behind in the dust, and he sensed that he could not go very fast and could not navigate hills and other kinds of things, he insisted on holding on to that bike. Well, he now has a new bike and has discovered how amazing biking can be on a bike that fits your body. But that resistance to leaving what we know is something we can actually feel in our bodies. I don't know how often you notice that, but I can actually feel my body sometimes holding, not only holding tension, but holding on to something. I notice what it's like to resist change. I can feel it. Sometimes I get a headache. Sometimes my stomach tightens. Sometimes there's a heaviness in my chest. We can actually experience this desire to grasp, to hold, to stay with what we know, even when it is unpleasant, even when it no longer fits. We can feel that in our bodies. And so too, we can practice letting go and Lekh Lecha, going on that journey to the unknown with our breath, with our movement, with our prayer, with any aspect of our spiritual practice, with the study of Torah, as we open our minds and hearts to new ideas. But again, especially with meditation, with each breath, we have an opportunity to use that breath as a sort of ally to our fear of the unknown, ally to the unknown, to help carry us into that land that we have not yet explored. And all of this is Lekha, Lekh Lecha. And one of the interpretations that Rashi offers for Lekha is, go on this journey for your benefit, because it's good for you, because it will be a blessing, because it will allow you to be a blessing to others. And so it's a reminder that although leaving what we know, what is comfortable, is difficult and painful and sad, and can just feel physically uncomfortable in the body, that in most cases, journeying is for our own good, for our own growth, for our own strength, as we continue each one of us on our path towards becoming more and more of ourselves. Wishing everyone courage, gvura, strength, as we encounter the unknown, whether you're actually leave-taking and going on a new journey, beginning something new, or just taking the next breath. Shalom. Peace.